Ooh, Vegetarian's Delight. This film's about cannibalism. Good evening, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. Sorry to all the vegetarians and vegans out there about that. Anyway, now we're talking about a film called Year 10. Now, confusingly enough, this is set 10 years after the fall of civilization, where cannibalism has become the only way for people to survive. When a violent tribe of murderers take and kill a man's father and steals medicine, keeping the love interest of his life alive, our young protagonist must embark on a treacherous journey, battling the elements, packed with vicious wild dogs and a group of cannibals themselves to try and get this medicine back and to stay alive. This is from first-time writer-director Ben Goodner. This one also stars Toby Goodner, yes, there is a relation, as the main protagonist. The interesting thing about this is it is a completely dialogue-free film. That's right, there is not one word of dialogue. There's grunts, there's a bit of oohs, and there's a bit of there's a bit of that gear going on. So I guess that's kind of the novelty of this film, I suppose, is that it doesn't have dialogue, and that's kind of the thing that makes it a little bit different, a little bit of a quirk, if you will. Did I find it distracting? No, not really. This is kind of more of an atmospheric kind of film that is pretty high tension and kept me interested through most of the running time. I wasn't bored at any stage. But then again, I also wasn't on the edge of my seat because I could kind of see some things kind of playing out. Yes, there are some dumb decisions. Yes, there is some things you could have gone, but why didn't you just do that in the first place instead of this and that? There are some grossish bits, but the real telling thing about this, in my mind, is this is a film about cannibalism to a point. It's not really. It's a film about survival, and it just happens to have people that are now cannibals in there because that's how they survive. But I didn't at one stage see anyone getting eaten. Really, like that. It's not graphic. It's not the type of film that you're going to go, it's like a cannibal holocaust. It's nothing like that. It's not as gross or impactful. This is more of a film about a man's need to survive, to be able to get medicine back for his loved one. That's really what this thing is about. And it's, you know, as I mentioned, it's pretty taut. It's a pretty tight little thriller. It doesn't overstay its welcome. The actors aren't, I believe, you know, fully fledged professionals. This isn't something that, you know, that has big stars in it. These are just people that all want to go out and make a motion picture and do a really good job of it. The film looks good. It's well shot. It's the color tones are pretty sepia. It does play with that very well. It kind of looks a little bit like that film The Road that had Viggo Mortensen in it. So you've got that sort of color palette. It does have feelings of something like A Quiet Place, I suppose, or that's quite a high touchstone, or benchmark, I should say. But you know, still, it's good. It definitely didn't wane on me, and I wasn't sitting there going, "Oh God, be done already." There's some pretty decent, you know, running sequences and all the rest of it. So I had a pretty good time with Year 10. I actually thought it was pretty good. So if you want a silent, taut little thriller, you might want to catch Year 10, and I will put the links to where you can watch it. It is a VOD, and I'll put some links as to where you watch it down below. But catch it, why not? I'd probably give it 6.5 out of 10. I thought I was pretty good. So yeah, catch that one. That is it for me for tonight. Do you have a favorite post-apocalyptic film that every now and then you go, I'm just going to whack that on because I want to feel a little bit depressed? Maybe it's something like I Am Legend, or maybe it's like a Terminator thing, or maybe it's, I can't think of anything, but comment below, let me know. I'd be very interested to find out. It's always good for me because I'd like to find out some new films, so why not let me know? That is it for me. Have a great night. Catch you next time here in my car, where I'm not going to eat myself. Oh, that tastes bad.